Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to I'm going to show you what I've completed so far in my Dash of Dave project that I'm working on for his design team. I did a lot off camera only because there were issues with people upstairs and it was loud and stuff like that, so I just continued to work on my own, and when my hands felt okay I was able to do a little bit of work. So I'm going to show you everything that I've got done, and I'm going to kind of give you an idea. I think I kind of know how I'm going to finish up the project, so stay tuned and we will take a look at what we've done. All right, so welcome back. Now, what we're going to do is let me show, as you can see, I still have not done anything with the front and or the back cover because I am waiting till the very end for that. One thing you will see is I did put in my places for where I want to put the closure. I am considering doing a metal closure, meaning jewelry. So I did put this together. So I am thinking about using that as a closure. I am not sure yet, but I'm kind of going in that direction. Okay. So let's get into the inside here. Now I said I was going to do the spine, but unfortunately I did do the spine on my own. So basically what I did was I took the fabric, I put the glue down, and I covered each one of the spines. So I did an outside spine and I did the inside spine. Okay. So as you can see, I have quite a bit done. So let me move my cup out of the way. So we'll start over on this side. And as you see, I have a closure part there and I have closure part there because it's going to hopefully go through. So, all right. So I have a pocket here, but I haven't done anything on that part yet. I have a tag. It's like a triple tag that I did out of book pages, and I made it into a flip. Okay. Then on the back side, I have faux leather, and I have a couple of cards in here that are vintage. These are Useful Birds of America. This is a Will's cigarette card and another bird. And I put a Tim Holtz piece here from Halloween, and I put a rose here. And again, like I said, this is like a faux leather. And so that is the back. So I have those in there. Oh, it goes like that. Okay. And like I said, it does flip. So I have one tag here. Then I have a old picture. And then I have another tag. Then I have another tag. Okay, so you have one, oops, two, three, and I had her just sitting in there. Now these are sewn snippets that I did. I did snippet rolls. So one day I just took the time, I used paper, I used fabric, I used all different types of scraps. So I did cut it apart, and this is attached to the toilet paper roll paper that I made to look like leather. So it is covering it, but I did put lace here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something in here. I have a couple of pieces that are completed. I'm not sure yet what's going over there yet. Okay, so let's get to the middle. All right, so what I did here was I made a flip up and then another flip up, and when you flip it up, you can actually flip the whole thing up. Okay, now let's see if I can kind of show you how I did this. So as you can see, I have it folded here, and then I have it attached to the back here with a hinge. So when it opens flat. Okay, so that's how I designed that part. Let's flip it back over again. All right, so what I plan on doing here is I made this into a gusseted pocket. Okay, so I just got done doing some sewing. So I created this. This is a booklet, and I took these portraits, these bird portraits, out of a book that I have. This is the book. It is called Bird Portraits in Color, text by Thomas Sadler Roberts. Now, this is a book that I had purchased off of eBay. And it was copyright 1934, reissued in 1940. And it has really nice papers in here, but I bought them for the actual pictures themselves, for the plates, because they're just absolutely beautiful. I mean, every page throughout this book has gorgeous, gorgeous birds. I mean, and you're looking at I used one of them. It doesn't really give you numbers for the pages, so, but it looks like there's like 90 plates. So there's 90 pictures. Yeah, there's 90 pictures in this book. So I wanted to finally, since Dave's papers kind of lend themselves, especially the Opulence kit, kind of lends itself to doing a nature style type of journal, only because of a lot of flowers and stuff. So, but again, what I did was I had fabric that I glued on, and then I sewed around the actual picture. I couldn't do the top because if I would have done this separately before I bound it, I would have been able to do it, but I had to do it the way that I did it. So, but this is a wood duck, which is an adult male. Okay, and like I said, I did the same thing on the back. This one has more yellows, so I took the yellow fabric that I had, and this one I kind of raised up because I couldn't use it down here. It was too long, but I wanted to make sure that I put which birds these were. So I took, again, some lace, and I just raised it up a little bit. All right, and then what I did was I put Dave's latte papers in here, and I put a whole bunch of lace. Then what I did was I sewed in every single one of these pages separately up on top. So they flip up. So you have one, and I just did the straight stitch on these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. And again, you have one of Dave's Digitals, which is from the latte kit. And again, I have all of the lace. And what I did was I actually used 2 pieces of cardstock, and I used a little bit of the fabric, and that was how I bound it. And then I just put lace over the edges too. So that is the book, and that goes snugly into here. And trust me, this was not easy to do. Okay. All right, again, these were snippets that I had. This is from that yellow fabric, the ticking fabric that I have. It had all these beautiful pictures and portraits and stuff on there. So I just cut them apart and I actually put them onto music paper. So let's move this down a little bit. So here again, we have some tags. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have a triple pocket here. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then I made the back part a pocket as well. Okay. And then all I did was, again, I'm probably going to do some more embellishing on the edges and stuff. I just haven't gotten that far yet. Usually I will decorate all of these tags. There may be some that aren't decorated, but for right now, the way that I'm doing this is I'm just going, you know, piece by piece. I kind of like this one there. And I used as many book pages as I could because I'm really trying to use up book pages. So these are all old book pages. And what I did was I glued it onto the back. And like I said, I just left it open so I was able to put a tag in the back. And then again, I used one of my snippets and I just used some of Dave's papers and added some Tim Holtz stuff and some stuff that I just have in my stash. So we have that. Now this this is still a work in progress. I have a couple ideas for it, but I don't want to make it too fat. I am probably going to put a closure on this. I might just, I don't know. I may need to straighten that, but I might just put some lace and stuff on it and then maybe just put a closure here so that it stays closed, and then just have it for journaling, but I'm not really sure yet. I haven't gotten that far yet. I know I definitely want to put lace around here. All right, so let's move over. Again, we still have to put all of the signatures and stuff in. I will show you the signatures that I have, but let's move on over here. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, so on this flip, as you can see, I have the place where I'm going to put the closure. I used one of Dave's digital pieces from his extension pack for the Opulence kit, and it comes into like a little pocket. So I did create that, and I did put another snippet of mine, and this is also one of Dave's digitals. And again, here's another snippet. This is from Dave's Digitals. So I have a pocket here, and then I made a little tag that goes in here, so that fits in there. Now let me grab what's going to go in here. I have a bunch of stuff over here that I've been working on. This little wallet type style booklet is going to fit in here, and it did fit, so I have to it may have closed up because I had added this on. Hold on. When in doubt, use your bone folder. There we go. Okay. And then this is supposed to fit on the outside. Okay. So basically what this is I used the little square cards that Dave has, and I used some paper that I actually had in my stash. I did sew around this, and then I put this closure on it with a wax seal on both sides, as you can see. Yeah, come on. Okay. All right, so when you open it up, you have, this was made from two envelopes, a larger envelope and a smaller envelope. Okay, I designed and put together each one of the envelopes separately so it would be easier to work with, but as you can see, I did sew around. And this has a spot which I still have to put something in it yet. I haven't done that yet. But this is just pieces that I kind of threw together. This is not from Dave's Digitals. These were from Stash that I had, and these are Tim Holtz pieces. This again is from Dave's Digitals from the Opulence kit. I did add some lace. Now this is the little envelope. I added this lace, and then I still have the two little pockets which I have to fill yet. Again, I took Dave's Digitals and I backed it, and I thought this looked really good with this, so that's why I went with this color. And then again, these flip down. I am not going to put closures on these. They're just going to stay the way they are. And then again, I used some of Dave's Digitals. And again, we have another pocket, and I have some black lace. So I have to create stuff to go in there, which is going to have to be thin. And then I used the mulberry leaves that I have in the different colors. So I went with the lighter colors. And then I had this frame from, I think it was like a Jane Austen type of paper pack that I had. So I just thought that was really, really pretty. And then I used the leaf trim that I had purchased from Amazon a while ago. And then this is just this ribbon, which is wire based. And basically what I did was I glued it on here, and I folded it over, and then I sewed it. Okay. And this I think I had gotten from, it was either Michael's, Joann's, or Hobby Lobby. Joann's. It says it on the back. So this one came from Joann's. So that is that piece. Like I said, I still have some work to do on the pieces for the inside. And you just wind this around. Dave, once you get this, you can cut this down. You don't need to keep this long. I was thinking about putting beads on this. I think it might be too much, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, so this would actually go in here. Okay. And it just fits in just like that. All right. I have an idea for what I want to do up there, but I haven't gotten that far yet. I might just put like a snippet or something. I'm not really sure yet. Okay. So again, when you flip this open, this part has not been dealt with yet. This is the toilet paper roll that I had done to make it look like leather. So I just have it into a corner tuck. Then this is the flip in the middle. Okay. And again, these flip open. And I think I'm just going to leave this blank. I might just put some decoration here, but I need to keep it somewhat small because I don't want it to get too big because it might be hard to then put these on here. But so again, this flips up. We'll do this part next. But this was, this came from Angela. Angela, when you had talked about using this tab punch, this is when I decided this is how I was going to design this whole area in the middle, because I could not figure out how I was going to do this, because every time I tried to do it, it blew my mind, because everything I was trying wasn't working. So what these are little, they're strips of cardstock that basically I backed with all of Dave's digitals, and I did like collage work on them. And then all you do, and I can show you because I have one that's not done. Again, this is Dave's digitals. So you take a long piece of paper or cardstock, whatever, and then you are going to punch out this part. Okay, so basically you're cutting out this edge, and then when you glue it together or sew it together, you have your little part for your actual tag, bookmark, whatever you want to put in there. Okay, but thank you, Angela. Like I said, I had mentioned on your video when I saw it, I said this is perfect for what I was looking for. And it just started raining here, so if you hear rain, it's because it just started to rain here. So I made a bunch of them in different sizes, because as you can see, I have my holes here, so I had to be careful with that. But these top two come out. Okay, so as you can see, I was working on these last night, so I better not have an issue. And of course, they probably got stuck. Or not. I guess I'll have to do a little embellishing there. But anyway, so what I did was, like I said, I didn't do anything with the backs. I did just use bits and pieces of Dave's digitals that I had as little pieces and collaged. And then I did put a piece on the inside, and then just designed the fronts and made little tags. So that's one. Then there's this one. Hopefully this one comes out. Oh, there we go. Again, this is just music paper that I had. I used Tim Holtz pieces, but this was from Dave's Digital. This is from Dave's Digitals. And again, I love using, I tend to use a lot of the Halloween stuff from Tim Holtz, because it really can be used, because it doesn't really say anything about Halloween. But that's what I've been using. I've been dipping into that because I just thought they were perfect. Now these two are glued down. So is the base one here. Okay. Then we have two envelopes up at the top. Again, these have little tags. And again, these are Dave's Digitals. I added Tim Holtz pieces, and I have this tag here. And again, same thing, Dave's Digitals. And then I made a little tag. And now these two come out. Whoop. And this one stays in, okay? So we have two removable tag areas. This one I have to cover, but I may just cover all these yet. I'm not sure yet what I'm doing, but I put a card in here, and this is Dave's Digitals, and I designed it with Tim Holtz pieces and pieces that I had in my stash. So I just have like a journaling card here. And again, I used one of my mulberry leaves. So that fits in there. Then again, we have some of Dave's digitals. I have pieces of Dave's digitals. took pieces from the Halloween kit and also all from Tim Holtz's. And this one I have not really done anything with. I just put the tab because it started getting late and I had to stop. But I have that one. And then again, this is one of the little square cards from Dave's Digitals. And I just took the remnants, put a couple of pieces from Tim Holtz. And again, this was Dave's Digital. And I added a couple of pieces from Tim Holtz Halloween. And I still have to design that one yet. But what happens is you just fit them in behind. Okay, but we're going to take these out because we're going to show you the envelopes. Now I made 2 envelopes. I can put something behind them. I only glued them down at the bottom. My little old cat started crying. Okay, so what I did was I took book pages and I made little envelopes. And I hope to God this did not get stuck. No, it didn't. Okay. But these are very fragile because they are very old book pages. And I made little cards to fit inside. And then I just have that to hold it closed. Same thing here. I have this to hold it closed. Same thing. I made a tag. That's Digitals from, I think this one is from his Plethora. And so I have this little card here. And again, like I said, I have it where we can put something here, like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I have anything the right size. Oh, let's just try this. Like for me, I think the best thing would be to put like a postcard or something like that, or a journaling card. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna create 2 journaling cards to put there. So you'll have 2 journaling cards, you have the 2 envelopes, and then you have all of these tags. So let's put these back in here. So these just fit right back in here. One right behind the other. And I try to make them nice and even. And then again, we will put these behind each other. Now these don't really fit, they literally just like fit in, so. Actually, does this one go here? Okay. All right, so let's move this down. So we have the flip, and what I did was I took a large book page from one of my old books, and I made it into pockets, and I put some tags in, and then I made an envelope and put that at the bottom on the front. So we have the envelope, and then this fits on here like that. And then I did some decorating with some Tim Holtz pieces, and then I still have these tags to kind of work on. So we have 1, 2, 3, and now there is a spot in the back where you can put something, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But that is that flip. So this flap flips back down. Now, pieces that I have made. I have this flip. I think what I wanted to do was I had wanted this to go here, but since I had done that pocket, I kind of can't. So this I may have to save for another project. So that's what happens. You work on pieces, and then as you start doing stuff, things change. Okay, but I have all these pieces yet. So let me close this up. And I still have to put the signatures in. But I did a whole bunch of these. So I have, again, more book pages that I made into pockets. And I just designed them, and this one I know I had sewed around. So I am not sure if I want to use that on those end pieces. I'm not really sure. But we have one of those. I have a big tag, which I think is supposed to go somewhere. This I made is one of those with all the different papers where you could pull the papers off. And then I used my paints. And this is the metallic bronze paint that I used. And I just painted all of this. And I made this hook because I want to hook this in. And my intention was where was I putting you? I think my intent was to put this here and just fit that in there. So I think I may stick with that unless I decide to actually put it here, or I can fit it into the pocket where it's removable. But I think my intent for this still is to just fit that in there. Okay, but like I was saying, I'm not sure if this is something I want to do, because I have to be careful of where I put the holes for my closure. Some of these are quite big. This one was smaller. This one I could probably put there, maybe in the middle. So like I said, I'm not really sure, but like I said, I did do a whole bunch of these. Are I think I used one of these, didn't I? Yeah, I did. This was, now these I all learned from Joey DeFee. She is like the queen of pockets, so she is where I go when I need to learn how to do a new style of pocket. But this was from my flip out. So as you can see, one is facing to the left and one is facing to the right. Because originally what I had wanted to do was those were supposed to fit into this section here originally. I was supposed to have one on one side and then the other one on the other side facing in, but they were too big. So that's why I had to find something else that was going to fit into this spot that would work perfectly. Now, was this what I was thinking? I think I might have been thinking about this actually. Oh, I think I figured it out. I think this is what I had wanted to do. I think I wanted to put this here. Yep. Then this would go down. This would go down. This would go on top. And then this would flip over. So this would get attached to here. and then I will collage over it. Yep, that's where it goes. I knew there was a reason why I had created that, but so that is exactly where that's going to go. And like I said, I just have to create pieces to put on this side here and figure out what to do here. And I'm going to put something here. Like I said, I think I'm probably going to use like one of these and just fit this in here. But again, I have this tuck spot, so I have to still think about it. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. And then again, I got to figure out what to do with this. So this is what I've created so far. So I think what I'm going to do is next I'm going to try and figure out what I'm still doing, and then maybe then I'll turn the camera back on and maybe we'll do some process work. Maybe what we'll do is we'll work on that big piece in the middle, and we'll see about getting that situated in there. Okay, but I just wanted to show you what I've done so far. And like I said, I still have all the signatures that have to go in here yet. So here is all the signatures. And yes, I have them closed with a headband. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signatures that I'm going to be sewing in. And then I have the front page on each one is one of Dave's digitals from the Opulence collection. And then each one, we have 1, 2, we have some rice paper, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So each one has 13 pages in it. Okay. So these will then get sewn into the middle of this book, and then that is going to be the end of the project, because once these are in, I'm pretty much done. I am going to do a little bit of designing on the actual journal pages themselves. I don't know how much I'm going to do yet. I kind of want to leave a lot of it for basically just to use for journaling and drawing, because I did put drawing paper and stuff in here. So I have all different types of papers and stuff here. So okay, so again, thank you very much for joining me today and taking a look at what I've done so far. And stay tuned, because I'm gonna see if I can shoot another video and we'll do some process work together. All right, and please go over and check out Dave's both YouTube channel and his Etsy shop. Dave is nearing the 1,000 subscriber mark, and he is doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And again, like I've said in other videos, don't just go over and subscribe because he's doing a giveaway. Please go over there, check out his channel. He does lives on Sundays, and if he has the time during the week, he does try to do a video that he has done sometime during the week. But he usually always has a live on Sundays, and sometimes it is with his best friend Brian. They live in England, so if you live in the United States, you're going to be looking at a 5-hour window. So they start at around 10 o'clock in the morning on the Eastern Standard Time frame on Sundays. But please go over and check him out. All right, and I just want to say thank you to everybody, and I will see you all on the next video. And all information about myself, my buy me a coffee, my Amazon links, all that type of stuff is in my description box down below. anything that you can do to try and help me with growing my channel, I truly appreciate it. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody. Take care.